So welcome back to the Printasaurus. Today we decided to take things outside with our Traeger grill here. We printed a couple of 3D printed accessories. There's links to those below in the description. These are all credit to other people. They did a great job designing these. And I'm gonna share my print settings with those, what I use for functional parts in terms of strength settings. These are all printed in PETG. And so far they're holding up really well. I've had them in the sun for a couple days. It's been 90 degrees plus for the last week or so, and everything is holding up great in terms of UV and heat resistance. You could also use ASA. ASA is probably a superior product in this case, but for now these are working great. So that would be my recommendation. If you have ASA, go with that. If not, the PETG seems to work good. So what we printed today was, we have a paper towel holder, which is great for your grill stuff. We have a Spritz holder or, a drink holder, whatever your preference is there. We have a couple of these hooks that we printed for things like spatulas and whatnot. And then I printed a spice holder, which works great for, when you're cooking on the grill and you need to throw a couple spices or, whatever you're doing, barbecue sauce, you name it. It's great for that. Today's video is brought to you by PCBWay. We're going to jump over to the website and we're going to run through how to upload and print. PCBWay.com, select 3D printing, drag and drop your files, select your quantity, select your material type, resin, nylon, PLA, select your color. Then you can do infill densities they give examples of. You can also get examples of the filament type you're using. Once you're settled, click add and then submit a request. So for my print settings with this, when I use functional parts or when I make functional parts, I like to start out with about 20% infill, and I'll use something like gyroid or a cubic infill, something that's pretty strong and doesn't add a ton of weight. Some of these infills, as you increase your infill percentage, add a significant amount of filament and a significant amount of weight. So I find the gyroid and the cubic infills, the adaptive cubic works pretty well too. They seem to be a little quicker to print and kind of that 50-50 mark on trade-off of strength to weight ratio. 4 wall loops is where I usually start for something that's structural or I need a function from, and then 4 top layers and 4 bottom layers. If I want something really strong, I usually do about 40% infill and then I'll do gyroid with that. I think ASA works a little better out in the heat, in my opinion. So I would do something along those lines. Here we have our paper towel holder. Turned out pretty good, works pretty well. The little end pieces slide in the slots. And it clips right onto that pop and lock system of the Traeger grill. These are the accessory clips. They work really well for things like grill scrapers or cleaners, brushes, spatulas, anything you need to hang, they work really well for. And these have been out in the heat a lot, and they have not melted, they haven't disformed, they're still working good. This is the basket for your spices, drinks, whatever you need to have out in front of you on your grill. This is a 2-piece print. It prints in 2 sections. The clip is separate from the basket. I just kind of grabbed whatever I had in terms of hardware, so that's why I'm actually using T-slot and some bolts there. So not ideal, but it works pretty well for what I needed it to do temporarily. I'll go to the hardware store and get actual clips here or actual screws and nuts to make this more official. But yeah, all in all, it works well. It's sized pretty good. You could probably size it up if you wanted to, if you felt like you needed extra space, or you could just print another one and set it right next to it. So this one is for spritzing or your favorite beverage. It's basically a water bottle holder that was fused to one of the pock and lock clips of the Traeger system. And for this one, you have to print with supports. I always use tree supports if I can get away with it. They're easy to remove, pretty clean. And with the PETG, it works pretty good. We are back in the studio, and I just wanted to say today was a great video. It was cool to do something different. Instead of doing a review or looking at this 3D print or that 3D print, it was cool to kind of show what 3D printing can do day to day for you. In this case, we had a grill I needed some accessories for, and I was able to print them. I was able to go online, I found some great designs, and I was able to utilize those thanks to other people out there making them. And we were able to benefit ourselves in the sense that we were able to make something that made grilling a little more enjoyable, and that's something that I'm really trying to show and share with everyone. The idea here is to kind of create a page where I can show all the day-to-day stuff with 3D printing, and then we can also cover a different printer or do a review here or print with this printer or check out different filaments and all that extra good stuff that comes along with 3D printing as a whole. But I also wanted to share with you some of the day-to-day stuff that you might be able to apply 3D printing to. So thanks for watching. Comment below. Let me know which one of those accessories you might be interested in if you're trying any of them out. And let me know your feedback. Let me know what you think of them. And please like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys.